because there's a group of Jamaicans who are annoyed by the fact that the Prime Minister is who he is. They are threatened by the fact that he came from nothing, made something of himself, and want to allow people who share his struggles and background to have the same type of success that he has. He is lifting the standard of living, lifting the standard of prosperity, lifting the standard of progress. And there's a handful of people, rich people, who don't like that. He's not singing their song. He's not marching to their beat. And he's not clapping to their nonsense. Let's hear from the minister.
Reports do not relate, refer, or engage with ministers. But there are some who want to give that impression to try and perpetuate the feeling that politicians are of a certain ilk. Some of them forget that we have lives before and after politics. There has never been, in my short but now longish political journey, any allegation about corruption or lack of transparency, and those are things that I take extremely seriously. So I've written to the Gleaner about it, and I have asked my lawyers to review it, because I am very sure they will.
So, having been threatened by the minister, the Mongoose media has issued a correction. One which I think that Mr. Fly Green should not accept. And here's my reason. When they accuse him, they put their accusation at the front of their newspaper with a photograph of Fly Green superimposed on it. But now that they are supposed to be correcting their lies, they have taken it to the back of their paper and hid it in a small section at the bottom where nobody will see it, because they do not feel equally responsible for their correction as they are for their accusation. And this is what Mr. Golding meant when he said the Jamaican people should elect him so he and his tapanaris can run the country. This is the kind of propaganda. This is the kind of accusations. This is the kind of misinformation that they want to impose on our country. Now, we have seen the deterioration of media right across the world. And we have seen how political leaders have used that deterioration to great effect, because they are complicit with politicians, a lot of these media houses. Now, media can have bias. Okay? Nothing is wrong with having a bias. If you're a parent, you are biased where your children are concerned. But that does not mean that you treat the neighbor's children unfairly and unjustly. Bias just means you lean a particular way. But the fact that you lean a particular way does not compromise fairness. You wouldn't wish for your neighbor's children, or you shouldn't wish for your neighbor's children.
One by one, you going to jail. One by one, uno going to Bumbaclaw jail. All the while, uno has a rob taxpayers' coffers, the revenue where the government need for fix hospital, fix school, create stipend for people who not get enough pay. Money for heart, to pay heart for people to come out heart, come learn a trade. You hear me say? Pay people to come out heart when it should be the other way around. And people should say pay for come out heart, you know. And the government say, yeah, the boy in the corners are ring on the Amiga, we'll go turn him from eyeglass to progressive citizens. But the man Crawford, yeah, sing about one by one they going to jail, one by one the whole of PNP I go to jail. And Mark Golding I escape it. In fees because he my protection, because he my MP. Alright. Something around the corner we don't even know yet, yeah? But no.
Yeah, man. May I say, I am at Greater Portmore Health Center, the health clinic, and this is the new look that is being built by the Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Holness, and Christopher Tufton. Look at it. This is the new settings that is being sorted out by our Minister of Health and Dr. Holness. This is the new facilities that is going to be up here, and it's looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, the only problem is we still have Fool Fitzjackson as MP, because I'm not doing nothing for we, nothing at all. Yeah, man, this is the new look. I don't know what they're gonna do with this facility up here. You understand? I don't know what they're gonna do with this facility. Maybe they will use it as some, some center or something like that. I don't know, but it's a good look. Shower labor rights.
So when BNP can get catching in a cookie jar, them love draw JLP government in it. Then love say, oh, JLP involved. Daz, Garden, and that university hospital CEO get ready for prison. Because UNO and RJR communication group propaganda machine can't spin this for save UNO. Lock, stock and barrel. If any on the XPA prison, people understand say the judiciary, the courts are tainted and full up with PNP operatives. You know, say with the case with Karen Spencer, I don't rate KD Knight as a good liar, but I just feel say allegedly that these judges were buyout. That's why Karen Spencer get away. You can't fool me, and people that see that play out. I'm telling you.
Stevie on the Check It Video Live and Direct, people. We're there, check this out. We're talking to the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mr. Andrew Holness. But at this time now, you are the Prime Minister for Jamaica, but we're talking about East Central St. James. Mr. No other than Mr. Edmund Bartlett. That's our Ed. Choose us and we choose Mr. Edmund Bartlett. So, Mr. Bartlett, I'm talking to you about the Springmount Division Road, the big, massive brockway what happened in Melissa Storm. You understand? So, that road now bringing a problem to the people of South and the people of East Central St. James. Nobody can get to move freely and to do the daily business what they're supposed to do. Because that is a central roadway everybody use. But before any killing go on, cause it look like you out for me, early too. Because the road, the Hampton Road coming up Kemchurch Hill, causing a big problem every day, morning, noon and night. People are war for the road. Because the road is too small for so much unit. So, may I ask you, may I beg you, Mr. Edmund Bartlett, you are our Member of Parliament, Tourist Minister, you are our Prime Minister in East Central. You know that. Does TV know that? Everybody know that. You are our Prime Minister. So, we can talk to you. So, we are beg you, speed up the road thing there, right up at Springmount where the big massive breakaway and make the road can fix. But I beg you, people want to ask, the people want to beg you, people want to ask. I know you not let me down, because you're my general. So, speed up that thing there for me. You're my boss. Just.
The third matter that I find extremely curious is why in the reporting of this would a media house seek to put my image against a report that had absolutely nothing to do with my ministerial direction, absolutely had nothing to do with me as minister personally, that there was no reference to me or allegation in relation to me, and then they put it on social media, superimpose a title that says transparency compromise, to give the impression that the person in the headline image is connected to the compromisation of transparency, when that is not true. And I think that is unethical. And I think we have to look back at our tenets of journalism in this country. The factual context is that I was only minister for 4 months in that year that the audit refers to. But outside of that, these reports do not relate, refer, or engage with ministers. But there are some who want to give that impression to try and perpetuate the feeling that politicians are of a certain ilk. Some of them forget that we have lives before and after politics. There has never been, in my short but now longish political journey, any allegation about corruption or lack of transparency, and those are things that I take extremely seriously. So I've written to the Gleaner about it, and I have asked my lawyers to review it, because I am very sure they will try and say, well, you are the minister. No, but the association that is given from the headline image being attached to the headline is
Suggests
wrong.
you were responsible ministerially
And
at the time.
it is wrong. It is untrue, it is unethical, and it should not be done.
Floyd Green, Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining. Thank you, sir.